Yeah.
My script.
All right, we live right now. We live. Let's check this out. Hold up. We're doing a little test. Thank everybody for checking in on us.
731. Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and look at it and see what's going on. Yeah. We good. All right, we live right now.
5 seconds.
We good.
6. Okay.
We're doing a little test. Thank everybody for good. Let me make sure y'all got this link to share. Yo, you can share that link. Everybody can share that link.
Yeah, I'm sharing it right now. We got some
mouse script
feedback.
What the address?
Yeah, it's a link. It's a link. He's sharing our group link. Now I'm about to put this group link inside our little Facebook group that we got.
Right.
And you can go ahead and share that link right there that I just put in there. All right, Danyaahl?
All right. It's going to be on StreamYard or it's going to be on Facebook?
Group. Yeah, that'll take everybody to the Facebook group. You can go ahead and watch in. We got a couple of watchers already.
Okay.
We appreciate them.
Mouse script.
All right.
Is it the same link you already sent me up?
It might be the same one. I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on, let me look at it. No, it's slightly different. This is the Facebook link. The last one that I put is the one that we're going on right now. You know what I mean?
Right. Back.
We got somebody else that's that I guess some one of your people you get linked to, they up in there.
My script.
And the backstage.
Say Bang Corey Yehuda probably. Mouse script.
Yeah. It's a KHAHTSH.
138. 4 right
Bobby Betts. Demetrius.
Move down 2 times.
Okay.
Press enter. Mouse script.
Somebody said get him Rex. That gotta be Bobby. That gotta be back. Yo,
hit me with the smack.
I'm about to get back with a different link. Hold up, Bats. I got you back. You my boy.
8 okay. He over there yelling, "Get him Rex!" I'm over here yelling, "Get him Rock!"
Yo, that was funny. Let me see. Let me find Bobby.
What was that? Mouse
I don't know if he under Bobby or he under the other one.
3, 2, 1, double click.
It's a Bobby though.
Okay then. Mouse script.
Actually, both. Now let me see. Let me find Danyaahl too. Oh, there you go. Danyaahl.
69933. Move mouse. Stop listening.
Get him.
Start listening. Mouse script. 96933. Move mouse. Stop listening.
All right. So look, we thank everybody for watching. Right. Let me do something real quick. I got love for all my brothers, but see y'all later. All right. So this is what it is, man. It's salvation for Israel only, right? It's heavily debated, right? A lot of brothers and sisters think it's only for Israel only. A lot of them think that it's for everybody, right? These two brothers are on two different sides of that spectrum. They're here to bring out information, right? Some people like to call it a debate, right? For me, there's no debating the truth, right? So it's all about who's going to bring out that truth and have y'all all realize the truth right now. Now, I'm going to warn y'all, and you can take this for either side. You know what I mean? Some things sound good, but they're not actuality. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we're going to let the ancients talk for the ancients. We're going to let the scripture talk for the scripture. And we're going to let the spirit like hit the people that it's supposed to hit. So the people that's supposed to gain the understanding can do so. I mean, so first I want to bring a brother to the stage real humble brother too. Peaceful, loving brother. Met him about a year ago. We had some discussions and stuff like that, and the world came full circle. He's back in the presence of RPK, and he, he's going to state his premise. He's going to present his information. But let me bring him on. Let me introduce himself.
Shalom, Israel. I go by the name of Danyaahl Yasharala. I'm what you would call I guess they label it as a Negro only Israelite, but I like to prefer it as a Israel only Israelite. I believe that salvation is only for Israel. The spelling of my name is how you reach me on Facebook and YouTube as well. I'm pretty much I'm ready to get in the ring, man. Yeah, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Now what we're gonna do is gonna bring RPK's own. You know what I mean? And not as a humble brother as Danyaahl. Danyaahl way more humble than this brother, but this is my brother. We're gonna go ahead and bring him up. Let him introduce himself.
Shalom, shalom, saints, friends, citizens of all social media. This is Elvin Israel from the Assembly of Sound Doctrine, as well as one of the instructors of RPK, as one of the co-founders also of the First Church. So we got a whole lot of things going on, but I think this is going to be very, very interesting, something that everyone can learn from. And as I stated earlier, make sure you come with an open mind, right? Make sure you have your pen, your paper. Most of all, make sure you have that Bible. Make sure you have it open, and make sure you're ready to partake of this knowledge that me and the other brother is fin to give you. And at the end of the day, you take the information yourself and see what you come up with. But I think this is going to be a very fruitful discussion / debate. So just let me know what you all think. And I think you have the format, boss, on how we're going to start it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All
So
right, I'm gonna mute my mic.
before we get into it, I want y'all all to know to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Resurrection, Prophecy, Kingdom. When you type it in, it'll benefit you to put RPK, Resurrection, Prophecy, Kingdom. Right at this moment, we definitely need you to spell everything like it's supposed to be spelled. Also, you can go to Assembly of Sound Doctrine, Chandler, ASOD Chandler on YouTube as well, to get some deeper understandings of our perspective on how we view Scripture and what we've learned from the ancients. So now that was said, I'm going to go ahead and toss a coin. Hold up, where's my coin at? I don't even have a coin. I'm going to toss $1 though. Hold up. That's old school. Y'all not really ready to go there. We flip dollars over here. You know what I mean? And do you brothers trust me? Both of you brothers trust me?
For sure, yeah.
Got you.
I mean, if Albert want to go first, he can, but other than that, we can flip though.
You want to go first, or you want me to flip and make it even? I'm gonna flip.
It don't matter. I can go first. It don't matter.
You want to go first?
Yes,
all right. So Elvin gonna go ahead. He's going 5 minutes. We're gonna give him 5 minutes or less of. He's gonna state his premise. He give you the understanding of what he's here to present tonight, and that's how we're gonna do it.
All right. Thank you all once again for attending and listening in. I'm going to come off of the premise today that salvation is for the entire world when it was put out there. The type of salvation that the Bible's speaking of. I would say that we got to understand that the Bible itself, in all of its glory, it doesn't actually go over some of the oral knowledge that the ancient Israelites had, right? It don't go over some of the deep cultural knowledge, understanding that some of ancient Israel had. It just gives us it gives us a certain paradigm, right? And it's giving us the paradigm from the Israelite viewpoint. But we got to understand the audience that the Bible was written to. They were living inside of the oral knowledge. They was living inside of the cultural knowledge. We're not living inside of the oral knowledge or the cultural knowledge. So the only way that we can actually really truthfully get the understanding from the ancient mindset of Israel, we have to go inside of their writings and understanding. And when I say go inside of their writings, I'm not saying open up the Bible itself and open it, and then you get the understanding from it what ancient Israelites believed outside of the Bible, the things that's written in the Bible. No, you have to go into some of these other commentaries left by Israel to understand what Israel believed. So you have the foundation of what the Bible was written on. And then once you get what Israel believed, then the scriptures come alive, and then you can actually apply the meanings of the scriptures the correct way. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. We're all going to go down that rabbit hole, and we're going to look at some of the ancient commentary that was written. See, people don't understand there was commentary written for audiences outside of Israel to explain what Israel believed, to explain the lifestyle of Israel. And these people, when they got this information, then they was able to go back to the law and the prophets. They was able to go to the New Testament, the Synoptic Gospels and Paul's letters, and actually understand what they're reading and what is being said. See, we didn't lost this understanding. We done lost a lot of it due to the conversions, and then people giving what they believe that that meant, and then it went through so many phases dealing with the churches and etc. To today in the 21st century, we have been handed a whole lot of information that's inaccurate. So what I do here, what we do at the RPK, Assembly of Sound Doctrine, we go back into those ancients and extract that ancient information, which is the foundation on which the Bible was written on. And we take that information, we explain that information, and then we correlate it with the Bible so you can see the full picture. Right now, when people read the Bible, they usually just open it up and give you their Western understanding, because we live in a different culture here in the Western world, and some of us, we're kind of arrogant. We believe that we automatically know what things are saying just because we can read an English word and we know the definition of that English word. But we forget there's literary devices in all literature. So what we're going to do today, well, one of my goals is to go through that ancient literature to show you exactly what ancient Israel believed. And then you can see the foundation of scriptures, and you can apply it to the understanding of if it's Israel only getting salvation, or is it the whole world, the nations getting salvation? So buckle up and get ready for the ride.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Now we have another brother about to state his premise. Now, man, he's gonna break it down for you, his point of view, and what he's gonna be presenting and representing for the day. Let's go.
Okay. I definitely agree with. We need to look through the what the historians were, what they were believing, what they were writing about, and matching that up with the scriptures. Going through the dictionary, studying the language, matching it with the Bible to get a better understanding. Because just reading it in English will do you no justice. Matching up the cross-reference verses, every verse is cross-referenced in the Old Testament pretty much, like 98, 99% of the verses. So study each verse, how it's cross-referenced, and it'll give you a full understanding of the context that you're trying to get understanding of. I did have a paragraph to read, but I guess I will read that as my closing argument. I can't remember the. Can you go over the format one more time? I would agree to whatever it is. I just want to. And
So
I would like to
basically,
also
we're
get
gonna.
whenever one of y'all talking, can y'all also mute my microphone as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is your 5 minutes for your opening, which we just did each,
Okay.
and then we're going to have two 15-minute presentations
Gotcha.
each.
Okay.
One
Okay.
person, then the next person, then back to the first person, then the next person.
Okay. Yeah, when y'all
right?
told me that earlier, I definitely agree to it. I just wanted to make sure that was legit. So, uh,
No, I get
well,
so.
that's pretty much all I want to say. I hope that y'all get good understanding. I hope we bring out enough information to please the listeners and to keep our heads in the books so we can get further understanding. All praises to the Most High, and I'm gonna give it to my brother now.
All right, that's what it is. So, Elvin, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna let you start this off. Right, your 15 minutes will begin when you only see yourself. All right, I'm gonna mute everybody else. Wait.
Oh, I'm
Your mic,
muted. My
somehow
bad.
your mic got muted.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I'm
muted your
muted.
mic.
Yeah.
Now you got to start that over.
I got you. And my bad for that. Now unmuted. I'm gonna get straight into it, right? I'm gonna read first from Philo of Alexandria. He is a Jew that lived in Egypt, Alexandria. It was actually said that his brother was a high priest, so I'm pretty sure he knew what he was talking about. Josephus actually spoke of him also. So we're gonna use, he lived in the 20 BC through like 40 AD era. So we're going to use some of his writings to understand how ancient Israel, how it actually worked. So, first thing first, I want to go to the special laws. This page that's found on page 538. And I'm going to read sections 51 through 53, right? Just to give us some backstory. It says, and he receives all persons of a similar character and disposition, whether they were originally born so, or whether they have become so through any change of conduct, having become better people, and as such entitled to be ranked in a superior class, approving of the one body because they have not defaced their nobility of birth, and of the other because they have been thought fit to alter their lives
Scroll up one time.
as to come
Scroll
over
up one
nobleness
time.
of conduct. Hey, can you mute this
My
mic,
script.
brother? And these last he calls proselytes. So we're talking about proselytes here. From the fact of their having come over to a new and God fearing constitution, learning to disregard the fabulous inventions of other nations and clinging to unalloyed truth. Accordingly, having given rank and honor to all those who come over, and having granted to them the same favors that were bestowed on the native Jews, he recommends those who are ennobled by truth not only to treat them with respect, but even with especial friendship and excessive benevolence. As is not the reasonable, and is this not reasonable recommendation when he says this? Those men who have left their country and their friends and their relations for the sake of virtue and holiness ought not to be left destitute of some other cities and houses and friends, but there ought to be a place of refuge always ready for those who come over to religion. For the most effectual allurement and the most indissoluble bond of affectionate good will is the mutual honoring of one God. So, in other words, he's saying those proselytes are people from other nations, other worldly places. They're coming over and they're converting over to whatever the ancient Israelites believe, which some uh, surname Judaism, but followers of the Most High, in other words. But Philo's actually explaining that these proselytes are Gentiles in origin. They're not Israelites. Gentiles in origin. And he said there should be a place inside of Israel for these Gentiles to come over and converse with the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, just like Israel did. Okay, so now that's one. I want to also go to the special laws. This is going to be on page 543. This is a line 97. Let's read this. It says, and this is talking about the priests, right? It says, there's also a third symbol contained in this sacred dress. Sorry, this is talking about the high priest, which is important not to pass over in silence. For the priests of other deities are accustomed to offer up prayers and sacrifices solely for their own relations and friends and fellow citizens. But the high priest of the Jews offers them up not only on behalf of the whole, but the high priest of the Jews offers them up not only behalf of the whole race of mankind, but also on behalf of the different parts of nature, of the earth, of water, of air, and of fire. So we got priests, high priests, offering up prayers for all nations. Now, why would the high priest be praying for all nations if they're only worried about Israel? So now let's continue. I want to go to 549, 549, right? And I'm going to read 168. It says, and since of the sacrifices to be offered, some are on behalf of the whole nation, and indeed, if one should tell the real truth, in behalf of all mankind. So Philo said, this is what the Israelites would have known back then, that the sacrifice that they offered, not only for the whole nation of Israel, but on behalf of all mankind, while others are only in behalf of each individual who has chosen to offer them. We must speak, first of all, of those which are for the common welfare of the whole nation, and the regulations with respect to this kind of sacrifice are of a marvelous nature. So now we have Philo saying that the priests, high priests, as well as the priests, offered up sacrifices not for only the nation of Israel, but for all of mankind. Now, we're going to get into something good here. We're going to get up 551. Eventually, I know you guys saying, what's all this stuff? We're the Bible stuff. We're going to hit it in just a second. We got to build background knowledge. So, 551, I'm going to read 189 through 190. This is what it says. On the on the 15th day, at full moon, the feast, which is called the Feast of Booths, aka the Feast of Tabernacles. Remember that word, Feast of Tabernacles, is celebrated for which supplies of the sacrifices are more numerous. For during 7 days, 70 bulls, 14 rams, and 98 lambs are sacrificed. All animals as whole burnt offerings. We are ordered to consider the 8th day sacred, a day which I must deal with carefully when the entire accounts of the feast is thoroughly examined. On this day, as many sacrifices are offered as on the feast which begins the sacred month. So now here we go. The sacrifices, which are whole burnt offerings and are joint offerings on behalf of the nation, or to speak more accurately, on behalf of the entire race of humanity, have been addressed to the best of my ability. However, a he goat accompanies the whole burnt offerings on each day of the feast. He is called concerning sins and is sacrificed for the forgiveness of sins. His meat is distributed to the priest for food. So now, as some commentators say, as well as you can look it up in the encyclopedia, here we got Philo actually saying, dealing with the 70 bulls, which represents the 70 nations. During the Feast of Tabernacles. Once again, remember this word, this feast. During the Feast of Tabernacles, offerings are made for the nation of Israel and all of mankind. It's going to be very important in my second explanation, my second dissertation about this. But during the Feast of Tabernacles, all of humanity is giving up an offering through the high priest. Now, if it's Israel only, why are the high priest and Israel offering up animal sacrifices for all of humanity. And notice here it said it's called concerning sins. That's actually the name that they placed on these type of offerings at the Feast of Tabernacles. It's called concerning sins. So why would the high priest, why would Israel be offering up? Hold on, let me see here. Okay, they said my internet is going in and out. I'm gonna try to fix it my next go around. So why would the high priest be offering up sacrifices for all of the nations, doing with the Feast of Tabernacles, if it's only about Israel? So now I want to go to Exodus and let's see here. I want to go to Exodus chapter 12. I'm going to read uh, 37 through 38. Now, moderator, am I still going in and out? If you could come back in. Moderator.
You're not. I mean, well, just now you said moderator. That last time it did, and you're frozen now, and no, now you unfroze.
Okay, then. Have y'all heard everything that I can say so far?
In the beginning, nah.
Okay,
Not
I'll try
every.
to. I'll try to reach back over it. But Exodus 12, because I got a little time still. Exodus 12, 37 and 38. It says, and the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Sukkot, about 600,000 on foot. There were men beside children, and a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. So now you got the 600 men with the women, not counting the women and the children, exiting Egypt. And then you have a mixed multitude with them. So now let me read 48 and 49. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him, and that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you, pretty much another one. So, what's going on here? We have a mixed multitude that left out of Egypt with Israel. This mixed multitude experienced the same thing that Israel experienced. They experienced all of the plagues. Those in Egypt would have went through it. Israel would have been saved from it. They experienced the major one, the firstborn being destroyed. Israel would have went through it. The Egyptians would not. But they would have seen, those Egyptians would have seen the judgment of Egypt, and they would have experienced the salvation part with Israel, because they came out. They were saved. They came out of Egypt with Israel. So from the beginning, we have a mixed multitude who went through the salvation with Israel. So now, if I'm still am I straight now, moderator? You just can say yes, and I'm gonna start reading again.
Yes.
Okay, then. So back to the special laws, right? Um, I want to read 543 again, just in case I did not come through. So this is page 543, special laws, starting at line 97. It says, and I still got 2 minutes. Okay, there is a third symbol contained in this sacred dress, the dress of the high priest, which
Not
is
good.
important. Okay, and there is a third symbol contained, and I'm gonna change my internet around on my second rebuttal. There's a third symbol contained in this sacred dress, which is important not to pass over in silence. For the priests of other deities are for their own relations and friends and fellow citizens. So he said, priests of other deities around the ancient world, when they offer up sacrifices and prayers, it's only for their kindred. So now this is what he said about Israel's high priest. But the high priest of the Jews offers them up not only on behalf of the whole race of mankind, but also on behalf of the different parts of nature. So we have here the high priest. Now this is Philo. This is 20 BC. This is way after Moses. So between Moses and we got Philo, we got the high priest offering up sacrifices and prayers for the whole race. We have in the Feast of Tabernacles, they're offering up sacrifices and bulls for all of humanity. And these sacrifices was dealing with sin. So why would they be offering up sin sacrifices for all of humanity? Why would the high priest be praying for all of humanity if all of humanity is not important? Once again, why would the high priest in the Feast of Tabernacles be offering up sin offerings for all of humanity if all humanity wasn't to get salvation?
Oh, sorry. Y'all can hear me, right? So the brother's done for now. First and foremost, I want to apologize for any going in and out that happened for the internet. You know what I mean? We're going to get that taken care of. I'm sorry. I'm eating some cereal. My bad. But, that's what I do. Like, when I'm getting information, I'm learning, I sit there. Like, you don't know, like, after school back in the day, when you get home from school, you be doing homework and all that other stuff, and you have your bowl of cereal right next to you while you learning and stuff and doing your homework. That's what I'm sitting up over here doing. My boy Elvin was going in, taking me back to the ancients. I was eating my cereal like, yeah, man, tell me about it. Now I got to do this for the next brother. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to let him come on in. Danyaahl, here you go. When you see only you know what to do. All right? Let's go.
Okay. All right, I'm going to give you a second to refill that ball. Now, hey, Monster, you mind putting the pics up as I read? But I give you a heads up for the number of the pictures that I want you to put up for me.
Yeah, man, you got me over here. Got to put my cereal bowl down, but I got you.
Okay, bro, appreciate it. All right, you had the first picture prepared for me. After this paragraph, I would like for you to put it up.
All right, so the first picture, what is it? Yeah. That's 35. All right, hold on, let me go all the way up. It's got to be this one.
Actually, you can put it up while I'm reading. That'll probably be better.
Let's do that. All right, let me share my screen. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, so we're gonna share.
Hey, audience, I'm a quadriplegic, so the moderators are being a good brother and helping me bring my words to better understanding, where y'all can see instead of just hearing. So
I'm going to share this screen right here. All right, so I know you kind of see him, but we're going to go to the page. Boom. Y'all can see that right there?
That's the first joint right there?
Yeah, Malachi 2:10.
It say number 1, and then you got the...
Oh, no, that say number 4. Hold up.
Yeah, it should be...
When I open it up, it go number 1 right here. I'm sorry, let me open that one up for you. There you go. That's it?
Oh, yeah, it should be it. Okay, gotcha. Right here, okay, so pedigree in Numbers 1:18 means to cause one's name to be written in the genealogical tables. According to the Jacinius Hebrew Chaldee lexicon, for war purposes, the people of Israel were counted. When the census occurred, this does not determine if a seed is mixed or not. I don't know if that might not be it. It said number 1 before the picture.
Yes, it says 1. Then it says Numbers 1:18.
Can
Yes,
you
sir.
possibly make it a little bigger for me?
I can try and do it. Let me see what I can do here. Let me try to. I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna have to download it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, actually, let me do this too. And we're gonna go ahead and make it only a screen only. And is that bigger right there?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, it said to declare oneself to be born, to cause one's name to be inscribed in the geological tables. They're just going over what I read the definition to be. This does not determine if a seed is mixed or not. Can you mind going to the second, the third, and the 30th picture? I tried to get them
The
to do
second.
them in order, but I was adding pictures late in the game. The
All right.
second,
So we're
the
gonna go to
third, the second
second.
picture, the third one, and the 30th one. Those 3
That's
pictures, and it says, I wrote down pedigree in Numbers 1:18 has nothing to do at all with inheritance or salvation or anything like that. Deuteronomy 7:25's H84:41 abomination proves that marriages with foreigners are an abomination. The seed receives inheritance through both parents, not just the father. Is this the second pick right here?
Now this was the number 2. You said number 2, right? Yeah, that's number 2.
Yeah.
And then you get 3. I'm about to get 3 for abomination.
Okay, you see how it says mixed marriages is an abomination in the ritual sense. Can you go to the next one for me, the 30th one?
Got you. You said number 30. That's fine, 30. And 30, 28, 30.
Okay, now this is in this is from the works of Josephus, the chief priest of Judah. And that paragraph, I do not have it pulled up actually on my side notes, but it's pretty
You got to
much
highlight
stating that.
purple. You talking about the
Yeah,
one
I
that's
have it
highlighted?
highlighted though.
You want me to read?
Yeah, if you can. Yeah.
All right. This is from Josephus. It says, but great confusion seized the Jerusalemites because many of those priests and Israelites were entangled in such unlawful marriages. For all of these deserted to Manasseh.
Okay, Ak, I appreciate it. Can you go to the fourth picture? I want to do 4 and 5 right here.
Sure.
This is the covenant profaned by Judah and Malachi. And it's with Malachi 2:10 through 12 is referring to the 56th commandment, which is Exodus 34 and 16, not to intermarry with Gentile foreigners. And this is the just the title of the context of Malachi 2:10 through 12. Can you go to the 5th picture? And this should be maybe Exodus 34 and 10, I believe. Or is that 34 and 16?
Exodus 34:16.
You mind reading that for me, brother?
Sure. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go a whoring after their gods.
Okay. Before Exodus 34 and 10, the context changed, and that's when the covenant was renewed. And it's speaking on us not marrying other nations right here. It's an actual commandment. So the 6th, okay, can you prepare the 6th and the 7th picture for me?
Sure.
Okay. Hosea 8 and 9 speaks on us having intercourse and alliances with foreign nations, which the Most High is forbidden. Hosea 9 and 10 says that they were sexual adulterers. And this is the Genesis Hebrew Chaldee Lexicon book. And then the highlight right here is confirming what I just said about it being alliances with foreign nations and them label the Most High label them for sexual adulterers. But in the highlight right here, it's saying that it's a bad thing. Um, okay, can you get 8, 9, and 35 ready for me up?
Sure. 8, 9, and 35.
Yeah.
8.
It slips from Isaiah 17, 10 through 11, and slips from Wisdom of Solomon 4, 3 through 5 means that a twig separated from the main stock as the slip of a vine. The branch was separated from the main stock because one of its parents were foreign or strange. And if those two verses were those Isaiah 17, 10 through 11, and Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon 4, 3 through 5, those slips are being judged and they are being cut off. What's this, 35 right here?
No, this is not. Yeah, this is 9. This is
That's the
slips.
definition. Okay.
Yeah, the slips. Yeah, I was breaking down the slips for you.
Okay, can you go to the 30, I'm at the next one for me?
Gotcha. Sorry. And here we go.
Okay, can you blow that up a little? Or you mind read it, or you can blow it up, either one.
That's good, or you want me to
I
read
think I can see it. But the multiplied brood of the wicked shall not thrive. The bastard slips shall not take deep root, nor any fast foundation. And if they flourish in the branches for a time, yet standing not fast, they shall be shaken with the wind. And through the force of thy winds, they shall be rooted out. For the branches, not being perfect, shall be broken, and their fruits shall be unprofitable, and sour to eat, and fit for nothing. Okay, can you go to the 10th pick for me, up?
Sure.
Tobit 4:12 says that we should take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe. The patriarchs and the 24 elders did and were blessed in their children, and their seed inherited the land. Okay, this is Tobit 4:12 explaining what I just said. In some translations, the seed in Tobit 4:12 is replaced by posterity, which means all future generations of the people. So all future generations of those people who takes a seed, takes a wife of the seed of their fathers, will inherit the land. If all future generations of their people shall inherit the land, how can everybody be eligible? How can everybody be eligible to receive inheritance? Numbers 36 and 7 states that mingling outside of our tribe affects the dividing of the inheritance. Everybody in the world, if everybody in the world is receiving Israel inheritance, that will leave Israel without an inheritance. According to Gesenius's Hebrew Chaldee Lexicon, Exodus 12:38 and Nehemiah 13:3's mixed multitude are foreigners. In 1 Ezra 8:92, we sinned against Yahweh when we married the strange women of the nations. In Ezra 10:3, we had to separate from the mixed seed. Leviticus 10:10 tells us to put a difference between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean. Job 14:4 states that we can't bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing. Can you go to the 34th pick for me? When we left out of Egypt, the mixed multitude came with us. And the mixed multitude went up also with them, and the flocks and herds, even very much cattle. Start listening. Okay, then. Stop listening. Can you go to the 11th pick for me up? According to Jusinius's Hebrew Chaldee lexicon, Exodus 12:38 and Nehemiah, I just told y'all that the mixed multitudes, the 11th pick, that the mixed multitude are foreigners from the 38th Exodus 12:38 verse. And that's one of our laws. One of our laws is the children we have with the Egyptians cannot come into the congregation. Okay, this right here is just confirming. This picture right here is confirming that they are strangers or aliens. Deuteronomy 23:7 states that thou shalt not outpour an Edomite. He is for his thy brother. Thou shalt not outpour an Egyptian, because he was a stranger in his land. The children that are begotten of them shall enter into the congregation of the Lord in their third generation. We have to breed them out. How much time do I got left up?
Probably like 4 or 5, like 4 minutes.
Okay, can you pictures 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18? Can you prepare them for me? 14 through 18?
14 through 18? Let's go.
Okay.
14.
Okay, now 5 verses after the mixed multitude, the mixed seeds weren't allowed at the Passover. This is the 464th commandment, Exodus 12:43. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. It really supposed to say, which they made an error in the English, there shall no son of the stranger eat thereof. Because if you next to the stranger right here on this picture, it has the Strong's number H1121, which means seed of, or ben, or band, or children of. And then the H50, or the H5236 is Nakar, which means stranger. So it's really supposed to say the son of the stranger, which what it says in Hebrew. Can you go to the next pic for me up? This the 15th picture? Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
This the 15th right here. This is confirming that H1121 means Ben, which means son of. Can you go to the next picture for me? Is that in the car?
Yes.
Okay, the car, which means stranger. Can you go to the next picture? So Ben the car means son of the stranger, which is an error in the English. Okay, now this is the Young's literal translation. And Jehovah said unto Moses and Aaron, this is a statute of the Passover. Any son of a stranger does not eat of it. It's just confirming what I said. Can you go to the next picture for me up? Okay, this is another translation, the Orthodox Jewish Bible. And Hashem said unto Moshe and Aaron, this is the Hukat HaPasach. There shall no Ben Nakar eat thereof. So no son of the stranger can eat with us at the Passover, just 5 verses after we left out of Egypt with the much multitude. Can you go to the 19th picture for me up? This will be the last one because I'm pretty sure I'm probably almost out of time. Okay, this is just confirming that the H1121 and the H5236 are the mixed seeds that we of the heathen that we are to separate from. This is Nehemiah 9 and 2. And the seed of Israel separated themselves from all strangers, those same two numbers, and stood and confessed their sins and iniquities of their fathers. Is my time up?
You got 1 minute.
Okay, can you go to the 12th picture for me? Now, this one stating that no mixed seed or bastards, no mixed seed, which is a bastard or unit, was allowed in the congregation according to Deuteronomy 23, 1 and 2. He that is wounded in the stones or has his privy member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Now, when I pick back up, I'm gonna start off at the same spot. And Isaiah 56, 1 through 3 is talking about a stranger, the seed of a stranger in a unit being allowed back in a congregation. So when people say that a bastard is not a mixed seed still can't come into the congregation. And Deuteronomy 23 is speaking of a bastard in a unit. Isaiah is talking about a mixed seed in a unit. It's talking about the same thing. I yield. It's on you now.
All right. That's what we talking about here. All right, so I had to put
can you mute me, brother?
I got you.
Mute me, Master? All right, I appreciate it.
So I had to go ahead and put my bulb down for a minute. You know, I was doing a little manual labor, but it's all good. I mean, I finished it anyway in between. I finished it. I gotta go get another bowl though, man. I gotta learn some more, man. I'm out here learning. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all learn. Know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real. This is no commercial, man. I got some chicken right here. Know what I mean? You feel me? I got my bowl of cereal. Like I'm over here learning something today, man. I need for y'all to learn, man. I'm getting the ancient concepts, you know. I'm over here learning some words and things of that nature. Yo, hey. But look, we're going to go ahead and turn it back over to my brother real quick, Elvin Israel. You know what I mean? Let me add him to the screen. Bang, bang. And there we go.
Am I picking up now? Am I picking up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'm finna get ready to start then. All righty. So now y'all know how I always usually do. The first thing I do, I come with the historical information. Then I bring it in with the biblical information to make it fit together like a puzzle. So now I want to go to Exodus 14, 12 through 14. This is what it says. Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, and stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. So we have Moses saying that at that day, when they came out of Israel, the people that was there was going to see the salvation. Now look at verses 29 through 30. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the sea. So now it says that the Lord saved Israel. That's salvation. But we know that the Gentiles, the mixed multitude, was with Israel also. So if the Lord saved Israel, the Lord also saved the Gentiles. He fought for Israel as well as the people that was with Israel. So he had to fight for the Gentiles too. And that save is salvation. Now let's listen to the song, Exodus 15, 1 and 2. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he had triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider had he thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him and I will prepare him an habitation, my father's God, and I will exalt him. So here we find out that the Lord is the salvation, him being their guide. So when people say, does Israel only get salvation, we find out that the salvation is actually the Lord. The Lord is salvation, not being saved from other stuff, because the Lord is the one that fights and does the saving. So the Lord himself is salvation. But let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 11. And I'm going to read 15 and 16. It says, and the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his tongue, and destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in 7 streams, and make men go over dry shod. And there shall be an highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like as it was to Israel in that day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. So he's giving them a second Exodus motif, how he spread the sea 7 ways with the wind, sort of like he spread the sea for them to do it in Egypt and go cross over, right? But now let's read Isaiah 12, 1 through 4. And in that day, thou shalt say, O Lord, I will praise thee. Thou that was angry with me, thine anger is turned away, and thou hast comforted me. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid, for the Lord Jehovah is my strength and my song. He also is become my salvation. And in that day shall ye say, praise the Lord, call upon his name, declare his doing among the people, make mention that his name is exalted. The same thing that they did coming out of Egypt, they exalted his name and said, he is my salvation. So when people talk about salvation, we have to understand the Lord is the salvation. The Lord. So now let's go to Isaiah 51. I'm going to read 1 through 5. It says, hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness. Ye that seek the Lord, look unto the rock which you are hewn, and to the hole of the pit which you are digged. Look unto Abraham, your father, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him. For the Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody. Hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. My righteousness is near, my salvation is gone forth, and mine arm shall judge the people. The owl shall wait upon me, and on mine arm shall they trust. So, first thing first, he said, look unto Abraham, right? Your father. So once we go to Galatians 3:29, this is what he says. This is what Paul stated. And if ye be Christ, then ye are Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. If you understand anything about Abraham, Abraham did not only give children from the stock of Israel. He still had children also from Ishmael. So when it says Abraham's seed, you're talking about the whole multitude, not just a specific branch. Now, let me continue to show you. Let's go to Isaiah 66. I'm going to read 19 through 20. It says, and I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, Pul, and Lud, that draw the bow, to Tabal and Javan, to the isles afar off, they that have not heard my fame, neither have seen my glory, and they should declare my glory among the Gentiles. And they should bring all your brethren for an offering unto the Lord out of all nations, upon horses and in chariots and in litters, and upon mules and upon swift beasts, to my holy mountain Jerusalem, said the Lord, as the children of Israel bring an offering in a clean vessel into the house of the Lord. So notice these children of Israel, they're being brought by the Gentiles into the holy mountain, heavenly Jerusalem, as an offering. This is a motif of the Feast of Tabernacles. And we done already read in the historical reference from Philo, the Feast of Tabernacles was offerings for all of humanity, not just Israel. So now let's go to another version of this. We go to Revelation 21. I want to read 22 through 26. This is what it says. And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it. And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. And the nations of them which are saved, the salvation, shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. So you have it right there. I'm going to read 25 and 26. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there. And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it. And Isaiah 66 told us that what they was bringing was those Israelites back into the heavenly Jerusalem. That's the glory and the honor of the nations. They was bringing those Israelites back into it. But notice, the nations of them which are saved, they were going into the heavenly Jerusalem. So now let's go to another rendering of it. Let's go to Zechariah. And this is what Zechariah says. We're going to go to Zechariah 14. I'm going to read 16 and 17. It says, and it should come to pass that everyone that is left out of all nations, we just read that in Revelation, those that were saved from the nations, sorry about that, y'all, that is left out of all nations which came against Jerusalem, shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. Now, we didn't already read that in the Feast of Tabernacles, there were sacrifices of sin given to all of humanity. Now you have all humanity going and worship the King at the Feast of Tabernacles. Revelation said these are the people that were saved, right? So they had to get a type of salvation in order to be able to go do the Feast of Tabernacles, because in the beginning, the Feast of Tabernacles was all about all humanity coming in, having a sin offering for them, Christ being that sin offering at the end. Not the shadow, but the real deal. So now we're going to go to Luke 2. I'm going to read 25 through 32. I still got 4 minutes. This is what it says. And behold, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and the same man was just and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel. And the Holy Spirit was upon him. And it was revealed unto him by the Holy Spirit that he should not see death before he had seen the Lord's Christ. And he came by the Spirit into the temple. And when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him after the custom of the law, then took he up in his arms and blessed God and said, Lord, now lettest thy servant depart in peace according to thy word. For mine eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, a light to lighten the Gentiles and the glory of thy people Israel. So we didn't already read in Revelation there's not going to be no light, because the Father and the Lamb is going to be the light of the nations. And now it says he's going to be a light to lighten the Gentiles. So he's including all nations. So now I have 3 minutes, so let's go to Ephesians real fast. Let's go to Ephesians. I'm going to read Ephesians 3, 1 through 6. For this cause I, Paul, the prisoner of Jesus Christ, for you Gentiles, if you have heard of the dispensation of the grace of God, which is given me to you word, how that by revelation he made known unto me the mystery, as I wrote aforetime in a few words, whereby when ye read, ye may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Christ, which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, and it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit, that the Gentiles shall be fellow heirs of the same body and partakers of his promise in Christ by the gospel. You see it being displayed in Zechariah 14. You see it being displayed in Revelation. The Gentiles finally become partakers of Christ. Paul said it was a mystery that nobody else had until the Holy Spirit was given in the first century. So we can't go into other Bibles books and try to find that mystery. So I want to go to Isaiah 49 and 6 real fast. And it says, and he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserve of Israel. That's all of them. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. So yes, the Gentiles get salvation also. I want to read Isaiah 61 through 3. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and the gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. We literally read that in Revelation, when the kings who were saved out of the nations came into the temple, came into heavenly Jerusalem, bringing Israel back to the fold, or bringing those Israelites that was in bondage to them back into Christ. So salvation, is it for everybody? Yes, they've been doing it since the beginning. They was offering praises and sacrifices and prayer for all humanity from the beginning. The Feast of Tabernacles, when the people finally tabernacle with the Lord, that feast itself was a feast dealing with all of humanity. And in the book of Revelation, at the final Feast of Tabernacle, when all humanity is up there looking at Christ and his Father as the light, they're all in unison with Israel.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I made a second bowl, but I've been finished it. I was hungry. I'm sorry. I'm wilding over here. I'm eating. I hope y'all eating too. And I ain't talking about just cereal. All right? So look, we're gonna go ahead and bring this next round back, okay? Now, Danyaahl gonna go ahead and bring it home. You're gonna break it down. Now, just because I'm full, I'm still eating this information. All right. I want y'all to do the same out there. You heard? All right. There we go. Let's get ready. Let me bring the brother on.
What kind of cereal was that you was eating?
The one and only Apple Jacks, you heard?
The Breakfast of Champions.
You already know.
Okay, then. Hey, can you grab the 20th picture for me?
Gotcha. 20th pick, and here we go.
The H1121 son of the H5236 stranger from Nehemiah, we are to separate from as the same bastard who cannot come in the congregation from Deuteronomy 23, 1 and 2. They are referring to the same thing. Isaiah links them together. Isaiah 56 and 1. Thus said Yahweh, keep ye judgment and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man that does this, and the son of man that lays hold on it, that keeps the Sabbath from polluting it, and keeping his hand from doing any evil, neither let the son of the stranger that has joined himself unto the Lord speak, saying, the Lord has utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the eunuch say, behold, I am a dry tree. Okay, so that's speaking on the stranger, the son of the stranger, and the eunuch. Can you go to the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th picks for me? Starting with the 21st one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this is just a definition of a bastard. It says in the Old Testament, the rendering of the Hebrew word mamzer, which means polluted. On Deuteronomy 23 and 2, it occurs in the ordinary sense of illegitimate offspring. In Zechariah 9:6, the word is used in the sense of a foreigner. From the history of Jephthah, we learn that there were bastard offspring among the Jews. And if you study that, I believe that it says that Jephthah is not a mixed seed. But that's another topic. But okay, can you go to the next picture for me? It's just another witness of the word bastard.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, and the third one, C says born of a Jewish father and a heathen mother, or vice versa. Can you go to the next one for me? It's the same thing as well. Can you go to the last one for me? A bastard is a mixed seed. The Jewish identity and the rabbinic rights is a witness to this. The Bible dictionary agrees with it as well. Even if a bastard is a mixed seed, it is still against the law for a mixed seed to enter into the congregation. Now they're protecting Jewish identity right here. And if you look at the last sentence, I believe, I
What
thought I had
tell
it
me?
highlighted. I thought
No,
I had it highlighted.
there's nothing on here highlighted, brother.
Okay, can you pull that last picture up? I just try to read that last sentence of that paragraph. And it
Which
speaks of
which one you want me? A negative prohibitions which are transgressed through intercourse with a non-Jewish woman includes the prohibitions of mixing seed.
I guess that's enough right there. It's because they're protecting the Jewish identity, keeping the seed holy. And that's from the early rabbinic writings. Okay, can you go to the 25th picture? No foreigners were allowed at the Passover. That's the 465th commandment. Exodus 12:45. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. Can you go to the 26th pick for me, Op? During the Babylonian times, foreigners were not allowed in the congregations. Lamentations 1 and 10. The adversary had spread out his hand upon all her pleasant things, for she has seen that the heathen has entered into her sanctuary, whom thou didst command that they should not enter into thy congregation. Can you go to the 27th pick for me? During the Medo-Persian, Greek, Maccabean times, foreigners were not allowed in the temple. This is the chief priest of Judah again. This is the first chapter, the 7th through the 9th verse. It reads, now when Bagohai, the general of Artaxerxes, learning that Johanan, chief priest of the Judeans, had murdered his own brother Jeshua in the temple, he immediately came upon the Judeans. And he said, in fury, he began to say to them, you have had the impudence to commit murder in your own temple. But when he attempted to enter the inner sanctum, which was the temple, they forbade him to do so. But he declared to them, am I not more pure than he that has done away within the inner sanctum? And after speaking these words, he went into the inner sanctum. So after Johanan killed his brother, he let the general to Artaxerxes in the temple. But at first, though, they wouldn't let him. Okay, can you go to the 28th picture for me? This is later on. This is in the second chapter. Manasseh and his wife were not allowed in the temple. In the second chapter, the chief priest Judah hated that his brother Manasseh was married to a foreign woman and distanced his brother away from the altar because the Jerusalemites believed their previous miseries and captivities was caused by their forefathers marrying foreigners. They made Manasseh aware that other Israelites were following his footsteps in sin and married foreign women also. Start listening. Okay, then. Stop listening. Okay, the 20. Can you go to the 29th pick for me up? A lot of people believe that Acts 10:28 proves that the Gentiles can be saved, but it doesn't. Here is the proof. Acts 10:28. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But Allah had showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. Okay, can you go to the 31st pick for me, Op? Now it said that we should not keep company or come unto one of another nation. G246. Okay, now G246. If you click on View Entry on the Blue Letter Bible, the 31st pick, it states that 246 is alaphalas, which is a compound word. It's the 243rd word in the Greek dictionary and the 5443rd word. It might say another number for the G5443. I believe it might say 33, but it's really 43 if you study both of those definitions. And it says one of another nation, but it really means of another tribe. G43 means another, and G5443 means tribe. It doesn't mean nation. So in English, it tell you they're one of another nation, but it's really saying in Hebrew one of another tribe. Okay, now this is my closing statement for what I brought out. And it says, Shalom, Israel. This is my closing statement. Claiming that you are what your father is misinterpreting Numbers 118. Claiming that everybody on that 12 tribes chart is Israel and claiming that the bastard in Deuteronomy 23, 2 and 8 is referring to a child born out of wedlock are three of the strongest examples of whitening out the true Israelites. To those of you who believe that a bastard is a seed born out of wedlock, therefore they cannot come into the congregation. What about Jacob's children with Bilhah and Zilpah? Are we really the 8 tribes of Israel? Each person is made up of your four grandparents. Your 4 grandparents have your 2 grandmothers and your 2 grandfathers. 2 on each of your parents' side. Your 4 grandparents have 8 parents. 7 out of those 8 parents have to be Israelites or Negroes in order for you to be allowed in the congregation. This is consistent with Deuteronomy 22, 30, 23 and 2, and 8's bastard, which is a mixed person or half-breed. A mixed person's grandchild can enter into the congregation if the 2 previous generations breed it back into the bloodline. 7 out of 8 of your grandparents is 87.5%. This breakdown is consistent with genetic pure breeding and purity of elements in biology. Can you go to 2 more picks for me? The 32nd pick and the 33rd pick. Now, I spoke on pure breeding and genetics. The 32nd pick, I believe, is okay. Now this is pure breeding. Can you scroll down a little? Okay. Can you blow that up? Or can you read that for me? I believe I got the 82nd, 87.5 highlighted probably.
Purebred cattle, 87.5% to 99.9% blood percentage.
Okay, that's the least amount you can go to be considered pure is 87.5%. Can you go to the third pick for me, 33rd pick? The purity of elements and biology. It's consistent with 7 out of 8 of all, 8 also. Okay, the 21 karat gold. 21 out of your 24 carats can be considered pure. Can you read the 21 karat gold for me?
21 karat gold consists of 21 parts of pure gold and 3 parts of other metal, or 87.5% of pure gold and 12.5% of other alloys.
So those other 3 carats are made up of other elements to make it the most purest and the most solid as possible. I have proved that Gentiles, mixed people, and their seeds cannot come into the congregation or receive any kind of inheritance. So how can they receive salvation? Or anybody else that's not of Israel? Expanding a holy salvation is a dangerous game. The Most High makes exceptions, but we are not Him. He told us in several commandments the instructions we should follow. The purity of compounding elements in biology is a witness. The genetics of pure breeding cattle is another witness. Dictionaries agree with this breakdown, and last but not least, the prophets. Historians like Josephus in the scriptures, most importantly, prove this several times. If the bastard in Deuteronomy 23 and 2 is not a mixed race of people multiplying, can somebody please break down the verse for me? Because it tells you that a bastard even to the 10th generation can't come in the congregation. That's a new race. Say for instance, I hate to call out one, but maybe like a Mexican. If they continue to breed with themselves, that's carrying on the generation of the bastard to the 10th generation or forever. Okay, now, can somebody please break that down for me? At Danyaahl Yasharala, if that's not the correct understanding. During our return to the Holy Land, it was thoroughly explained to us what we should be doing. And on that, I would like to say, Kwam Yasharala, all praises to the Most High. And I thank my brother for dialoguing with me. I've been trying to get this understanding now for years, and you've been the only person last year and this year that was willing to hear me out and willing to have a dialogue with me. I reached out to several camps, had a lot of conversation with a lot of channels on YouTube. Well, once I gave them this understanding and broke down what they were saying with full understanding, according to the verses they were pulling out, cross-referencing those verses, giving them first farther understanding. I've had dialogues deleted off YouTube, meetings or lives that I was supposed to have that was canceled for whatever reason. I've been blocked, ignored, and everything. So once again, I'd like to say thank you also to Brother Monster Boss being a real boss and being unbiased in this breakdown that me and the brother Elvin just presented to our people. I hope that we get a good edification, and I yield.
Yeah. So look, oh man, I'm over here, man. I don't know how much more I can eat, man. I'm over here stuffed, but I just want to say you ain't even have to thank me, my brother. It's nothing, man, because over here we all about truth. We let people present their information because we know we like to present ours, and that's how we do. And we're gonna go ahead and let Elvin wrap up his thing. Then I'll be back in a second. All right, let's get it there.
I got 5 minutes, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's get ready to get out. I just want to do my closing statement. Israel getting salvation, which was Christ, as well as the rest of the nations getting salvation, which is Christ. So let me read y'all the parallel between the first Exodus and the second Exodus. So this is Exodus 12. I'm going to read verses 12 and 13. For I will pass through the land of Egypt in this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And the blood shall be for you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. So then, when I go to Exodus 12, I want to read verse 37 and 38. And the children of Israel journeyed from, from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot. There were men besides children, and the mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. So what do we have here? We have the blood. The blood allowed them not to be allowed them to get passed over, allowed them to not be destroyed. And then they was able to go through the Exodus with Israel and a mixed multitude. So that's the first Exodus. Let's go to Revelation 7 about the second Exodus. Now remember the people there. You got Israel and a mixed multitude that came out of Egypt. So this is Revelation 7, verse number 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on sea or any tree. And I saw an angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our gods in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them that were sealed, and there was sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of Israel. I'm going to go down to verse number 9 then. After this, I beheld, and lo, a great multitude. So, in the first Exodus, you got Israel and the mixed multitude. Here, the second Exodus, you got Israel and the mixed multitude. Now, listen what he says, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues. And they stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. If you know anything about palms, that's the things that they use at the Feast of Tabernacles. Once again, the Feast of Tabernacles was a feast that dealt with all of humanity. So now, let's go down a little bit. Verse number 14. 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence they came? Which came they? And I said unto them, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in the temple. And he sitteth on the throne, and shall dwell among them. That's tabernacling, the Lord being with them. But this is the important thing to understand. These people were saved because they was made white through the blood. Just like in the first Exodus, the mixed multitude was saved through that blood. The blood allowed them to get passed over, allowing them to enter into the wilderness and then the promised land. You have the same narrative in the new Exodus when these individuals came out of tribulation, just like they came out of tribulation in the beginning. They was able to see the Lord. They was able to see the events that was happening on Mount Sinai. These people in the new Exodus, these Gentiles, was able to see Christ. They was able to see the Lord. They was able to see that new covenant coming for them, because the end goal was to redo humanity. What Adam lost dealt with humanity, not with Israel. What Christ brought back dealt with humanity, not just Israel. So now Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Noah, Adam, Seth, Enoch, all of these quote unquote people that's not Israel can finally partake of the blessings and promises with Israel itself. And I am done. Yo, Josephus, that's my time.
All right. So let me come back on it. All right, so look, this is what it is. These brothers was running their mouths. That's what they was doing. They was just running. And I hope you was listening. I want to say personally, I'm unsatisfied. I need more. I need to be fed some more. You know what I mean? So I need you to reach out to these brothers, man, so y'all can get better understanding and more understanding. That's what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to reach out to them on YouTube, Facebook, mail, like go to their house, knock on the door, whatever you got to do. Go to gain some more understanding from their point of views. All right? We here to edify each other and one another at all costs. And that's what it's really about. I would like to say this as well, and I'm gonna bring both of them up too as well. You know what I mean? We can all dialogue together before we shut it off. But I just want to say that I feel like out here, like recently over the last few years, I've noticed an intense amount of individuals getting back to study the Bible in a more scholarly way, right? Not in just a so-called feel-good way, right? Some people, like the regular churches that we're used to and different other places that people go to feel good about themselves, or, because they was doing crazy stuff all week, they just want to get it off their chest now and feel better, right? So, but I think now it's like a time frame where people are literally trying to get involved, understand and break down scripture, and want to understand it for themselves and as a masses to become better people and more educated on what the people should be like. And I'm appreciative to that. Whether a person is right or wrong about their understanding of it, we must always understand that it's all being done these days for them all to follow a path of just being more righteous, just being better, to edify themselves and edify others. They're all on a path to try to draw more closer to Father. You know what I mean? So that just deserves applaud, no matter who, no matter what. And just all remember that. But I'm gonna bring them guys on and let you know. Hold on, let me bring him up.
He got to do his closing statement.
No, he went right into his closing statement right after his thing. Right? Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah.
He went right into the closing statement right after he presented his last thing.
I would like to say something to a Gentile out there. Scary Harry Rosenberg. He dunked me, man. I used to love Duck Hunt on Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for you, Scary Harry Rosenberg.
Yeah, Elvin, go ahead and bring this up.
And I appreciate Elvin, man. He about to have me in my historian bag, Philo and Strabo, Josephus. I got all them joints, man, but I haven't sat down and took time to look through them for real.
So all praises, brother. All praises, and it's a whole lot of information. And if the crowd, if y'all didn't get it, if I was speaking too fast because y'all know I only had 15 minutes. The beautiful thing about this is it's on Facebook. It's going to be available for you to download and etc. So you can download it and then you can slow it down to any speed that you want and just go through the information and look it all up. I mean, great information was presented. The brother's information was on the screen. I actually said everything out loud. I said the pages and everything you can go to. So, all the information is there. Just do your due diligence and do it.
Yes, sir. Now, what I was saying, I just want to say that I appreciate both of you guys, bringing out your information. I want to say to both of y'all, like, keep y'all studies up. Let's cross-reference information more often in the future. I'm glad you were able to get this out. You said you've been trying to get it out for a long time. I'm glad you was able to get it out. I know that how that feel. And Elvin, I just want to say, I'm sorry, Dan. I love you, brother. But nice little victory under your belt there, sir. All right.
Oh, who you talking about, me?
I was telling Elvin, nice victory for him.
I don't think he won, bro.
Now he just joking, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was definitely gonna ask you that because he threw that little shot before we started dialogue and like.
No doubt.
That's great dialogue though.
Yes, all up here.
Hopefully everybody win. Like, if we got the ear to hear,
100%. And I think, well, at least for us, I don't want to speak for Danyaahl, but for us over here, RPK, any subject matter you want, bro. How?
Right.
Like, we bring it out. We bring out that information. And when we read it in the Bible, please stop saying, I know the Bible said that, but I still don't believe it. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that, yo. I got to put that out here now. That happens every single time.
I think that's how Christians feel, but they don't actually say that.
No, I mean,
you can read them something verbatim, and they'd just be like, "My pastor said."
No, I ain't going over that. I'm doing what the Bible said.
Right.
I'm tired of them telling RPK that, I know that's what he just read, but I don't believe it. Mm-hmm. So default, you don't believe the Bible, but it's all good. Look, I want to salute everybody for doing what they do. Anybody else got anything they want to say before I close this out?
Yeah. Any questions out there in the audience? Nobody?
Yeah. I can't see nobody out there. I'm on a stream, y'all.
Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, I would like everybody and anybody. They got a different understanding of the bastard can't come into the congregation until the 10th generation. Because I've never heard nobody's understanding other than the one that says, "Oh, that bastard's that's a child born out of wedlock." Jacob had 4 kids with two concubines. That wasn't his wives. Mm-hmm. So are we really the 8 tribes? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's funny. Yo, so I want to read something. Somebody said something about Ezekiel 47:22 says they can receive an allotment with the tribe therewith.
No, doesn't.
Who said that?
It's saying that the Gentiles can receive an allotment.
Yeah, so are you pulling that up, Al?
I'm telling them to go ahead and ask the question because Teddy Pendergrass said he got a question too.
All right, come on. We want to hear some questions from you guys and just direct who the question is to, and we got you. Type away.
Ezekiel 47:22. Let's see here.
Let me see something. I think I got my KJV over here.
It said, "And it should come to pass that ye shall divide it by lot for an inheritance unto you, and to the strangers that sojourn among you, which shall beget children among you, and they shall."
I'm sorry, I was about to ask you, what kind of stranger is that? Is that an H1616 stranger? That's an Israelite. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you while you was reading it. You can read that whole thing again. But I guarantee you it's an H1616 stranger. Well, that's the only stranger that's allowed to do anything out of the 9 strangers in the Old Testament with Israel.
Hold on 1 second.
Agar or Gur. That's the same. Moses and David called themselves that same stranger. If you read the definition,
it says what you say?
They have H1616 stranger.
Yeah, it says 1616.
Yeah, that's an Israelite. And if you read the definition of it, it tell you that they have conceded rights. Conceded means they admitting they got rights, They were just one born out of the land.
Let's see here. I'm looking it up now. It says a Gar, a sojourner, aliens, foreigner, immigrants. It gives a different Bible verses that got the same word.
Though conceded rights. If you look up the definition of conceded, they tell you acknowledge, admit, admitting to be true. You ain't on mute, are you? Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm just reading it.
Okay. Start listening.
Let me read Ezekiel 47. I'm gonna read 21 and 22.
Okay.
It says, so ye shall divide this land unto you according to the tribes of Israel, and it shall come to pass that ye shall divide it for lot by inheritance unto you, and to the strangers that sojourn among you, which shall begat children among you, and they shall be unto you as born into the country among the children of Israel. And they shall have an inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel.
That's good.
And it shall come to pass that when the tribe, and it should come to pass that in what tribe the stranger sojourneth, then shall ye give him and his inheritance, said the Lord. I think this right here. Hello? Am I still here?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Ezekiel 47. Now, this will be something for another day, but I think this is all about this is the heavenly kingdom right here. This isn't the earthly thing. I think this is heavenly Jerusalem. Hello?
Like though. 9481 double click.
Yeah, this is dealing with heavenly Jerusalem, not earthly Jerusalem.
Move down. Enter. For the person that asked the question though, it said they're a foreigner in Israel, though conceded rights. Conceded means they admit something is true or valid after first denying or resisting it. And the synonyms for conceded are admit, acknowledge, accept, allow, grant, recognize, own, and confess. And then the second definition, it says surrender or yield, something that one possesses, because they lack their inherited rights because they were born out of the land. They have to come into Israel and follow the commandments in order to get their rights back. And once you look, I have a copy of all 613 laws. It's 9 strangers in the Old Testament. This is the only stranger that's allowed to do anything with Israel. I've studied all the strangers. This is the only one. The rest of them can't come in. Oh, go ahead.
No, what I was getting is that Ezekiel 44 through 47, this is heavenly Jerusalem. This ain't earthly. So the things in heaven won't have the same rules as earthly Jerusalem. See, the nature of Ezekiel 44, this is dealing with heavenly Jerusalem. This is not earthly stuff. So there wasn't a heavenly Jerusalem only for the souls of Israelites.
Oh, okay. Also in the first definition of that stranger from Isaiah 40, what was it? Ezekiel 47:22. It say a temporary inhabitant, a newcomer lacking inherited rights. So they're lacking their inheritance because they're temporary unless they become permanent. That's proof. That's more proof that they're Israel right there. Close it. Move right. right? Space. Stop listening.
Josephus, are you gonna ask the questions in the audience?
Can you see any of them? I can't see none of them.
Yeah, he said. You got one question. Are the people in white robes
Can y'all hear me?
Israelites in
Y'all
Revelation?
couldn't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, y'all couldn't hear me a few seconds ago. That's my bad. No,
Hey, you might got a young king on the way, brother. Where you over there eating?
Nah, not at all. But I feel you though. But no, I wasn't eating or nothing though. I was actually trying to talk, and I thought y'all couldn't hear me though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So basically, I just want to say this for that Ezekiel response, that Ezekiel 47, 22, in that section, Danyaahl said that supports his position, and Elvin is saying that it's not talking about the physical; it's talking about the spiritual, something totally different. And people that's thinking it's talking about physical or natural is mistaken. I just wanted to make that clear for the audience so they can know both people's take on Isaiah. What was it? Ezekiel. 7:22. Now, somebody asked, "Are the people in white robes Israelites in Revelation 7?" And it's a two-part question. If so, why are they not included with the 144,000?
I would have to actually study that on my end.
That's actually for you, Dan. So.
It's for me.
Yeah, that question is for you.
For the person with the question, I'm sorry, I'm actually paralyzed. I don't have that in front of me right now. But I love to do homework, so if you could send me a message about that, I would gratefully. I would love to study that and to get a full understanding instead of trying to give you a short answer that might be incomplete. If you send me that question on my inbox, I would definitely respond to you and have your answer in the morning.
All right, cool. Anybody else got any questions out there? Anybody got any questions? If you got a question, somebody said he appreciates your honesty. The guy said he appreciates your honesty, Dan.
All right, appreciate it.
Make sure you inbox me.
Anybody got any question for me?
Where you get them shirts from? How much do it cost? I'm playing.
What's up with the merch though?
They don't call me king for nothing.
Y'all got merch?
Yes, sir.
Plug that in. Let me know something.
Okay, here we go. This might be a question for me. Hey, we got you, brother. We got you.
Okay.
So did the mixed multitude get a chance to get salvation?
If I'm gonna answer that, I would say yes, because salvation is actually God. Their God was actually the salvation. So whatever that God gave them for their life to be spared, that would be a product of salvation. So the mixed multitude in Revelation 7, as well as in Exodus 12, received salvation. I think what salvation is today is not what salvation was to ancient Israel. I think that's one of the things. We look at salvation totally different.
Hey, Elvin, are you saying today's salvation, yesterday's salvation is not today's salvation? Am I fed your voice?
Well, yeah, I was 100%, brother. I'm saying that the way that we look at salvation is not how ancient Israel looked at salvation. So, yes, sir.
Or do you look at it as Romans 9:4, or is it maybe more complicated than that?
Let me go to Romans 9:4.
What talks about the inheritance of the land.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertained the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises.
Right.
Now I take salvation to be more with was it Exodus? Let me go there. 14. Let me go.
Okay,
Exodus 14.
While you're going there, I just want to say that I got some great breakdowns of the light of the Gentiles, the grafting in. I got some verses that I've really heard nobody speak on, like from Job. They prove that the grafting in is Israel. But
All right, here we go. Exodus 15, and yeah, I didn't actually did a video on the light of the Gentiles myself. Well, on the light in general. So Exodus 15. This is what I take salvation is. Verse 2. The Lord is my strength and song. He is become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him an habitation. My father's God, and I will exalt him. So I take salvation to be the Word Himself.
are you talking about the guy that said, I'm not saved but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel? Did you see my
Yeah,
smile after I said that?
yeah, that will be part of the covenant. Yes, bringing in the covenant, and that when he went to them, he brought salvation to them because he is salvation. I mean, in Luke, let me just put this one out there. Then Luke 2, right? In Luke 2, verse was it 30, 25? How long let me go there? 30. For mine eyes had seen thy salvation. And he was looking at the Christ. And he told the Father, my eyes have seen thy salvation. So the word itself is salvation. So when it was the word that was doing the destroying, it was the word that was doing the saving. So being saved from destruction is a product of salvation, but the salvation itself is the word. So the word, just the way that I understand it, the word itself wasn't just based off of Israel. The word itself was based off of being a God, being a creator, being the spokesperson for the Father of the universe. So the word, he had a job to do, which was bring in Israel again. But his most important job was to undo what Adam did. And this is what Christ was telling them. They were still under servitude to sin. And he came to get rid of sin. He wasn't really talking about bloodlines. And that's why when you go through Christ's words, his mission and stuff, he's not really ever talking about Israel or bloodlines. He's usually talking about salvation from sin.
You see any more questions on there?
I was just about to say,
Okay.
you got any
Oh,
more
okay.
questions?
Yeah, it was a question
All
for him.
right, so somebody said I want Dan to answer the question as well.
Okay,
The
what was the
mixed
question again,
multitude,
bro?
the mixed
Okay.
multitude that came out of Egypt with
Right.
the Israelites at the time they came out, did they get a chance to be saved as well before they messed things up?
I don't believe so because 5 verses later they weren't allowed at the Passover. Laments 1 and 10, the foreigners couldn't even come to worship amongst the Israelites to the Most High. He said that his statutes and his commandments are for Jacob. So if they don't even know how to worship and praise the Most High and learn the word, like how can they receive the salvation? Like they were considered strange because of the gods of their nations. Like when you look at the meaning of certain words in Hosea, like they were considered like really the foreign nations were considered wicked. We weren't supposed to mingle with them, and they weren't supposed to break bread with us. So I would say no. And I have a mixed seed actually. So I thoroughly researched all 10 strangers in the Old Testament, the 9 concerning the that was speaking of strange people. In every corner every turn I went into is only talking about Israel's salvation. The light to the Gentile, I got a great understanding of that. Cross-referencing every verse from every part of that context, getting an understanding that it's definitely talking about Israel. Um, from the Old to the New Testament, I got unspoke of. Well, I got like 1,000 subscriptions, and I've never heard anybody speak on certain verses that I have cross reference that's alluding to Israel only being receiving salvation.
So they also added this just now. They said 2 more things. Oh, and another one just popped up as well. They said there was no laws given at the time they came out of Egypt together. Is that correct? And then after that, can you exegete Esther 8 and 17? So I know who wrote that now that I seen exegete. Now I know who wrote it.
Well, 5 verses later, that was a commandment when we left up out of Egypt. No, not for them not to eat with us at the Passover. That whole dialogue from 43 to 50, it's a several commandments in those verses. You said Esther 8 and 17. If you mute me, I could probably pull it up. Y'all give me 30 seconds or so.
All right, go ahead. All right, while the brother pulling it up, can you pull it up too, Elvin? Esther 8 and 17?
I think I already know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one with made them Jews, I believe.
He's pulling it up now, yo. He's pulling it up for us, so we're gonna give him a few moments.
But I didn't, some of the stuff I didn't already went through, showing that they was giving sacrifices for all of humanity.
Let me see if you're ready yet.
Okay.
You ready? You ready yet?
Stop listening. Okay. The Jews had light and gladness and joy and honor. And in every province and in every city, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, the Jews had joy and gladness, a feast and a good day. And many of the people of the land became Jews. For the fear of the Jews fell upon them. Fear of the Jews fell upon them? What, they was threatening them or something?
No, I think he talking about the people becoming Jews.
Right. He said the fear of the Jews fell upon them. So the Most High fell upon them. Oh, I necessarily don't agree with that though. I've heard a lot of things about Esther though. Not to say that's the reason, but I would just go back to what was said in the law, that a foreigner or a mixed seed can't come in the congregation. So I don't see it. Bless you. So I don't see how that could be a legit possible statement.
So can I ask a question to you, Dan?
Yeah.
Based on that comment that you just said,
right.
Are we in the new covenant first? Let me ask you that. Are we in the new covenant right now?
I would say yes, but I kind of honestly believe that the Bible is already completed.
I got you, and I'm with you on that, 100%. So 100%. So, yo, you just became my right-hand man. You just don't know. Now, what I want to ask is this. So if you believe that we're in the second covenant already, so all right, that's fine. All right. Now when we look at it from this perspective, right? Because it sounded like you was Tanakh only because you said, well, I would just revert back to, the old, quote unquote Old Testament
Right.
for what it said. But I would like for you to, without going to the Old Testament, go ahead and deal with Esther 8 and 17, what it says in there. Now, if you need time to do it and you wanted to come back another day, because I know you said you like homework,
Right.
I'll give you some homework. But study Esther and then study what's going on, because I would really like to hear what you're saying, what you have to say for Esther 8 and 17.
Okay, yeah, I definitely would do that as some homework. What was the other verse that the brother spoke on when I asked him to send me the message? Was it
It was
Revelation?
Revelation, I think it was 7, Revelation 7. And he
Okay.
was asking about are the people in white robes Israelites in Revelation 7? And if so, why they are not included with the 144,000.
Okay. I got you.
Gotcha.
If I forget, I'll be able to rewatch this and check it out. So, yeah.
Oh, is he the same person that asked that Esther question? He said basically based on your response, he wants to know you don't believe in Esther? You don't believe that Esther is inspired scripture?
I would kind of. I've heard things about Esther, about how they use the word Jews like over 70 times, like, and that's like extreme high amount compared to other books. How it's partly Hebrew, how it's partly Greek. But also, isn't it a part of Esther that speaks on Israel only receiving salvation and us celebrating the holiday for the downfall of our enemies or something like that?
Yeah, Peru.
Yeah. Can somebody read a verse or two before, or that verse I'm talking about? 'Cause I believe it speaks on Israel only receiving salvation right there. Or can somebody give
Before
me the
Peru?
actual?
Hold on.
Or can somebody actually give me the verse? Is it Exodus? I mean, Exodus 10, chapter 10, probably. Start listening. Mouse click.
Esther 10.
93993. Double click. Double click that.
I don't even know what it said in Esther.
Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up.
Let's bring it out.
Stop listening. Okay, well, 10:10 say, therefore has he made two lots, one for the people of Yahweh and another for all the Gentiles. So I'm going to have to study that as well. So Yahweh will remember this people and justify his inheritance. I really believe though, if a person believes that salvation for everybody, then they will have to disprove or give understanding to certain verses that say Israel, or like Second Esdras 7. What's that? 54 through 56. When he speak on other nations being nothing, as he did in Isaiah, they would have to come up with some kind of response to those verses.
Well, I got some, but I'm gonna keep it to myself right now. This ain't my fight. I got the gloves off right now. So anybody else got anything else? Nobody. Any one of you guys got a question for one another? Oh, wait a minute. Somebody just threw in Isaiah 56, 1 through 8.
Yeah, the covenant extended to those who obey. I'm very familiar with that all 8 of those verses. I got a great breakdown for that too if they inbox me. I got each verse cross-referenced with the concordance numbers after all the words. And it's very telling. Like it's very telling. And also, I wanted to say, well, I believe the decree was at 457 A.D. If you add 490 years to that, that equals you come out with 34 A.D. 34 A.D. is when a eunuch was received salvation. Well, he didn't endure to the end, but the covenant was extended to him. After the 400 years, the Gentiles of the New Testament was being able to be grafted back in. But that was the very first Gentile spoke of after 33 AD, after the death of the Messiah. 34 AD, the eunuch.
So I got a question for you, Dan. So you believe that the whole book is sealed, basically everything that was supposed to happen happened. Is that correct? I don't want to put words.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. But I got the entire Revelation cross-reference. And all of the verses are referring to things that happened in the Old Testament. But I don't have a great understanding to explain. I will admit I don't have the understanding to explain. I believe when the Messiah returned, it was after the Babylonian captivity. But I don't understand like the 1,000-year reign because that's the only thing that don't fit with him coming back. Returning.
I'm about to help you. Can I help you with that? Because you got a lot of good stuff going on over there for yourself, and I just want to help you with the understanding.
Appreciate that, man.
How about 1,000 years is the idiom? How about it's metaphoric for a long time?
That's great understanding there.
Simplistic. Ain't even that complicated.
Really is. Right.
That's it. It's an idiomatic language, bro. It's like,
that makes sense because everything he's talking about in Revelation, he's talking about in the first few chapters of Ezekiel. When he's describing the what's they call the cherubim, the angels and everything. Yep.
So 1,000 years could mean literally forever, especially if it's spiritual. There's no bounds to a spiritual reign. So let's be, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I even got the verses that's referring to his coming in the New Testament. I got all of those verses in the Old Testament cross-referenced, and it's referring to things that happened in the Old Testament. I ain't saying that didn't exist though, but
no, I feel you.
Everything
is done. Everything. Everything. I like you, Dan. You're my guy.
Yeah. That's why I kind of rocked with y'all originally about a year ago, because when y'all told me that y'all believed that it was already fulfilled and everything. Like, I was the first people I ever met that believed it. I didn't think I was crazy, but I just thought I was by myself out here.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, that's why you got to jump to your Josephus. Your Josephus tell you too. Josephus tell you you're not crazy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm doing a lesson tomorrow on this is for everybody out there. Tomorrow I'm doing a lesson on the two Adams.
What time that's gonna be, fam? What time?
I'm gonna try to do it like 11 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
10:25 right now. What y'all got?
Oh yes, 9. Yeah. You're an hour ahead of me.
Yeah. So 11 o'clock his time would be like 12 o'clock.
12. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna prove that two Adams was in the Garden of Eden.
That's super beastie, bro. I ain't never heard that, bro.
Crazy right there.
I got my popcorn ready.
Nah, man, I got more Apple Jacks up there. I'm good.
Did. Breakfast of Champions.
And just for the audience out there, hello, one more thing, just for the audience out there, if y'all check out some of my other stuff, I've improved already countless times that the tree of knowledge of good and evil was the law of Moses.
Facts.
Proved it plenty of times now. So we ready to rock and roll now to show about the two Adams inside of the garden.
Isaiah
Yeah,
14, 1 and 2. Somebody said break that down right now. Isaiah 14.
about the stranger cleaving, those are Israelites. I don't believe that's the H16 stranger. I don't believe that's other nations cleaving to Israel. Me personally, I don't
Elvin,
believe
they
that.
asked, do you have a website?
No, I don't, but I have a YouTube page and I have my Facebook name. They both are my Facebook name. So
Got you,
And
Elvin.
we got the AOSD-Chandler, and then we got Resurrection Prophecy Kingdom
well, you
live.
said that like real fast, bro.
Oh my bad, it's my YouTube.
I try to
It's
follow you.
my bad. It's my YouTube channel. AOSD-Chandler.
AOSD. What that stand for?
Assembly of Sound Doctrine,
Okay.
and it's my last name, which is Chandler.
And then give them our
And then we
website.
we got Resurrection Prophecy Kingdom .live. LIVE, Resurrection Prophecy Kingdom .live, where we do articles and we're working on blogs. And now we also got RPK Resurrection Prophecy Kingdom, dealing with those tenets, Resurrection Prophecy and Kingdom. Now on that YouTube, it's nothing but instructors. So you got different instructors on that YouTube. So it's not just me. On AOSD, it's just me. But on RPK, it's all of us, nothing but instructors. We got YouTube Not Made with Hands. That's another one of our instructors' personal YouTube. I don't know Daoud's. Do you know Daoud's? What you call it?
His TikTok.
Yeah, his TikTok.
So yeah. So Daoud got TikTok on lock. Hold on, let me tell you what it is right now. Pull it up. It is. Come on, Daoud, where you at, bro? That's my guy. I'm always let's get it. Where he go? Here we go. Is Bats on Better Life. BATSON BETTERLIFE on TikTok. Follow him on TikTok. 3 minutes or less. He be killing it. He be killing it, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, I salute Daoud because I used one of his talking points the other day in a debate. Dramatic.
Well, when I talked to y'all about a year ago, Elvin, you brought up a verse about animals, different animals. So I ended up studying for like 3 months, man. I studied the book of Hosea, and that book is 107-year period. So I end up reading all of the 4 kings in the very first verse. That it tell you that the time that the book is about those 4 kings, those 4 Judah king, like a 52 period of a Israel king, a northern kingdom king. But the verses per context, it might talk about Judah before Babylon or before Assyria, Judah during one of those 2 periods, the same as Israel. It's just going back and forth. I got a great breakdown of that, man. It took me like 3 months to do it, but that's what I wanted to tell you earlier when I said after we did that dialogue, what you had me doing. Like I try to get very deep understanding because I don't get out I've only been out the bed like 21 hours in the last 3 years. So I just try to keep my head glued to the scriptures, man.
I got you, man. So did you this is the last thing. Which and then I'm gonna ask you a question about that. And Brother Martin said he gonna inbox you. We also we got talks now into trying to start a church. The name of the church is going to be the First Church, where we're going to practice and praise like the first people of the church, and that's going to be Christian based. So we're in the talks of that right now. So Lord willing, we'll actually have a church eventually. But dealing with the animals. So did you try to find a way to make the animals not be Gentiles?
Yeah, I don't believe that because there's other verses that with several animals in it, that for 100% sure, looking at it, you'd be like, that's definitely not talking about salvation or anything like that. But that verse though, I cross-referenced, looked at all the verses that verse was relating to, and I went to all those verses, and I looked at the context breakdowns what those verses were in, and none of those verses are talking about, or the context of those verses are talking about salvation. So that kind of led me to believe that verse in Hosea wasn't talking about it either, for real.
Interesting.
What I remember, that was like a year ago though.
Yeah. So he used unclean animals to explain Israel.
I would have to read that revert. I might actually save my notes from that, but I would have to like look at my saved notes.
Yeah, I got a meme breakdown too, but I use once again, when we say first church, we kind of use all ancient Israelite literature. We just don't stay with the Bible. We got non-canonical stuff also. So
okay,
we go from Enoch and all that
what verse
stuff.
is that? Because I'll send you. Matter of fact, if you mute me, I can just send it to you right. Send it to the inbox right now.
Let's Hosea.
You mute me up.
Gotcha.
But yeah, y'all, we trying to build a congregation like for us to do some praising, like the old Christians used to do, not like the new Christians, not like the new Israelites. So if the Lord allowed it to happen, it's gonna happen, and if He don't, it's not. But we're in the talks of it right now, so we might only have one member there. I might be the only one there.
It's probably contingent upon Shiba Inu hitting the penny.
I ain't gonna give our secrets out. If the Lord say fit, though, we gonna put a central hub somewhere. But I'm gonna do a church. I want a church. It's time for a true church now. So
look, after the brother do what he's doing.
What is that though? I'll make a covenant with the animals.
Yeah, what verse is that?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, then.
I'm about to put my sneakers on. I'll be right back, y'all.
13. And we're finna get ready to end it because I got to put this on my YouTube and I don't need to be too long. Hold on, y'all. We're doing one more thingy. We're looking at this. I will make a covenant with the animals. They should tremble as a bird. In fact, listen, Acts. So if I go to Acts, I probably can cross-reference it backwards. When did Peter have the vision? I know you guys know. Hosea 2:18. Hosea 2:18. You hear me? Hello? You're okay. Yeah, he got you muted. You gotta wait till you get back. He got you muted, so you gotta wait till you get back to unmute you. But I can read it for everybody. It says, Hosea 2:17 and 18. For I would take away the names of Balaam out of her mouth, and they should be no more remembered.
You gotta unmute it. I think he muted himself.
Okay, yeah, you gotta unmute yourself.
Because I tried to unmute him, it won't unmute because he must have unmuted himself.
And then that day I will make a covenant with them.
He said, can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves.
Okay. Well, when you get done, Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Martin. I can't comment on it. I can't comment on it. Let's let the Lord will be done. And tomorrow, y'all don't be on the lookout for that two Adams lesson. Y'all figure ready to call it a night when we get done with this. I know a brother got to get some rest too.
Great. Did y'all get the inbox I just sent y'all on the
Yeah,
group,
I just got
messenger? It. Check out the verse on there for me when you if you can open it. Mouse script 8793. Okay. Move left. Enter. Select document.
Yeah,
Move
Hosea
right.
2. Yeah.
Page up. Page up.
Okay, yeah, I got it right here.
Page up. Mouse grid 2136. Okay. Okay, I got it pulled up. It's referring to a Leviticus verse, a couple Jobs. Okay, I'm gonna just read 2:18. It says, "And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground, and I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely." I got the whole. I'll send you this, but I got the whole Hosea broke down per context like this.
Yeah, I see it, but see,
Yeah.
You got Isaiah 2 and Isaiah 11 right there.
Right.
So if you're putting the this beast with those beasts, which I agree, if you put this beast with those beasts, ain't those beasts right there will be the beast of the nations. Like for instance,
You said like Isaiah 2:4.
huh?
You said like you talking about like Isaiah 24, 2:4.
Yeah, because that's the same thing. Huh?
But also sometimes when they cross reference, it might not even be necessary. Not saying that this is the case in this verse at all, but they might just be cross reference referring to a word. Like say at the beginning of the sentence say, "And in that day," that could be talking about many different days or many different subjects. But just because the in that day was in another verse, they would label that as a cross reference verse. But you would have to read the whole verse to see if it's kind of talking about the same thing. And it seems like it might actually be talking about the same thing, according to Isaiah 2:4.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It is.
Right.
I definitely agree. It's talking about the same thing. I do.
Right.
But in
You see
Isaiah,
your Acts verse on there at the bottom? Because I ain't got it scrolled.
Hold on, let me see. Malachi. Romans, I see Joel.
Well, I got so many notes. I even got like different subjects broke down. Like, say if it's like Israel being wicked in Babylon, I would take all of the prophets, go through all their books. Anything similar to that, long as the prophets are living at the same time, I would combine those subjects and put them all together. Like, we'll talk it up about the different notes.
Yeah. I don't see the acts offhand. But I can say that I like the notes, and I will. I like the cross references. I like them, and I can actually use it. But
300. I got like 348 of these, bro. A different context is broke down like this. I'll send them to y'all in the zip.
Hey, that'll definitely work. But I want you to know if I use it, I'm going to use it for my argument because it kind of goes with my argument that it's the Gentiles.
Right.
But hey,
Bobby
if
with
you
the
don't,
bat.
hey, if you don't mind, you can definitely zip them to me, and I tell you exactly,
for sure.
I tell you exactly what I would do with them.
Right.
We'll come up with something, and I'll send you something and see if you don't mind if we put them on our website, and I'll give
For
you all
sure.
the credit.
I don't even want the credit, bro.
Oh no, we get credit around here, brother.
Yeah.
Because the things that we doing is not for
It
our
definitely was
generation.
time. So it took me years. I got like 350 of these, just like different contexts broke down. Like,
Yeah, and you hear me? The things we do ain't for our generations, for the generations to come.
right.
So we need our names on stuff.
Yeah, I just want the most I can give me my lilies, bro. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
you'll get them.
Like,
You'll get them.
hopefully the most
And
I
we,
willing. Yep. I even got
amen.
like the seven churches in Revelation. I got that broke down. A lot of them I don't really understand because I ain't had no time or a group to go over them with. Like my little brother, he moved to West Africa and he trying to make the time, but we're on different time zones. So, but yeah, I got a lot of these we can break down. Like all the beasts broke down, but I just ain't had time to go over them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and we don't care if you come study with us. I just want you to know that we gonna be on some everybody get salvation stuff.
Right, I feel that. Yeah.
I just want you.
That was my
to
thing
know.
last time. I was just like, but I got some breakdowns that say otherwise, man. According to the references, man, the verses they really refer to when you look at them, man, say otherwise.
We'll have to get down and we'll actually have to talk about it.
Get down to the nitty-gritty, yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to do that offline, but we'll definitely talk about it. Like and we'll go through a lot of scriptures because one thing about cross references, they're good to have, but your first foundation, have to be straight, and then we can cross reference. Hey, boss, go ahead and boss got to get ready to go. So let's do our salutations, and brother, I'll text you tomorrow. And we'll come up with a time that we can actually click up and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna send them passages in context. I'm gonna send them to the address, the email address that Josephus gave me.
Oh, please do, and I'll text you my email address too.
Okay then.
All right then. Well, shalom to you, Josephus. You can get ready to end it, brother.
Yeah,
shalom
got
to
you.
all Israel, man. I love y'all brothers, man. Appreciate the time, man.
No doubt. And I just I let y'all know I brought Bobby up here, but Bobby is right here for you. I brought him special for you, Dan. I brought Bobby.
Salute, bro.
Bet.
Twilight Zone. Hey, yo, real quick, yo. Hey, Bobby, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and give them the TikTok address. Yo, unmute yourself and give them the TikTok address. You muted. Unmute yourself, bro.
I got two accounts right now. I got one that's called Bobby Yasharal, and then the other one is Batson.
How you spell that? Is that with an O? Like raw?
No, BOBBY, then YASHARAL. That's my reply page. But my actual content where I'm teaching on is at Batson Better Life. I had to create a reply page because I kept getting banned. I was getting real vicious with my reply.
Yeah. You ain't got no YouTube connect, bro, because I ain't got TikTok though.
You can go on RPK, you can go on the Resurrection Prophecy Kingdom, and I'll be putting a lot of his TikTok videos up there. So
good.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing on TikTok. I'm driving traffic to the YouTube channel.
Okay, gotcha.
No doubt.
Okay.
So look, bats, ball game. Say it in Spanish.
A Puerto Rico baseball. Translation: ball game.
You might need to put that in subtitles or something, man.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that tuned in, especially for this long, man, because we did humble it down and was just conversating too. I'm glad y'all listened in. Somebody said good teaching and lesson, good brethrens. They like how both of y'all did this. Dan, they said they like your spirit. And Elvin, they said you always have a good spirit. They look forward to hearing
Appreciate
more lessons from the both of y'all. And they'll be inboxing you, Dan.
Okay, I appreciate the love, man.
So I just want to say, I'm about to get out here and make some money, man, at this time of night.
Make it happen, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and so I feel you.
Like Bobby out there getting paper too. I know you. I see you paper chasing out there, Bobby. You know what I mean? So I'm about to get out here and get it. We appreciate everybody. Remember, RPK, Resurrection Prophecy Kingdom. You heard? If it ain't RPK, it's no way it's giving you right breakdowns. You heard? Let's get it now, man.
King.
Shalom, Israel. Y'all be safe out there, man.
Facts.
Start listening.